Hello everybody, Robert Rose here with the news. It's what's new, but more importantly, it's what's important in the world of content marketing and content strategy. It's the news you need to lead in content marketing. And for the best and best practices, you can always go to contentmarketinginstitute.com. So this week, let's talk about the CMO. That's right, the Chief Marketing Officer. And last week, analyst firm Gartner announced the results of their 2022 CMO Spend and Strategy survey. The headline? Well, despite that gnawing feeling of awfulness and real woe that we have right now in the world, and despite the uncertain economic conditions, most CMOs are holding on to the belief that their own outlook, their own budgets, well, they're looking pretty good. A full 70% of the respondents to this year's study said that they had increased budgets this year. According to the study, it was quite the bounce back. If we look at 2021's marketing budgets as a percentage of total revenue, it was 6.4% last year. And now it's bounced back to 9.5% this year. Now, that's still short of the average of 10.9% of the average between 2018 and 2020, but nonetheless a signal that strong marketing efforts are back in business. The increase was across just about every industry, but really notable, travel and hospitality, we've all seen that, haven't we? Media, manufacturing, business services, and tech products to be certain. Now, we would call out that most of these are interestingly B2B kinds of industries. When the study looked at the biggest gaps in execution, well, no surprise that talent acquisition came up as one of the top priorities. But interestingly, marketing data and analytics, followed by customer, understanding the customer, and developing customer experiences with technology all followed as the biggest capabilities gaps. So what are CMOs trying to do? Well, our take here at CMI, this report aligns very well with our 2022 content marketing trends and budgets research because we too see that content practitioners are struggling with measurement, understanding the real needs of audiences and customers, and when it comes to content-driven customer experiences, really trying to figure out the technologies and strategies that will facilitate that. But our forecast for the second half of the year, well, it's likely to be pretty turbulent. This as we come into the election season as well as continued geopolitical and pandemic-related disruptions. Despite that CMOs feeling sanguine about their budgets, we expect to look at efficiency and plenty of presentation decks and spreadsheets that promise efficient, effective content strategies that deliver on the promise of doing more with less. That's what's going to be really for the remainder of 2022. What the Gartner research illustrates that at the heart of every single one of those CMO capabilities gaps, guess what? It's a team that can deliver the fuel, and that fuel is a content strategy to get them through the worst of times. It's never been more important to figure out how great content becomes an engine of growth in your business's marketing strategy. And that's it. That's 3 minutes of news that you can use to lead in content marketing. I'm Robert Rose, and until next week, remember, it's your story, tell it well. I'll see you.